Everybody, welcome in. It's been a minute. Welcome to Xed Talks, the playlist, or I guess the channel on my channel, where we talk about our down nitty gritty details and we get down to it, um, about things that I have my own opinions on. So yeah, welcome to Zed Talks. I'm your host, Zed, Zedaron, whatever you want to call me. Um, Raymond, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. And yes, I am actually streaming for once. And today, for today's Zed Talk episode, has no backstory, or actually has a little bit of backstory. Has no can't think of the word. There's no reason for. There's no like actual reason for why I'm talking about this, but I thought it was something that doesn't need to be talked about, but I think hasn't been talked about a lot. That I noticed. So I want to talk about social media as a whole. And I know I just said, "Oh, but people don't talk about social media." Also, anyone at any point in time, let me know if my audio is good and if the background music is loud enough or too quiet. So yeah, I can adjust my audio for you guys to make it a better enjoy viewing experience. Anyway, I know I just said that. Oh yeah, people don't talk about the subject. No, what I mean is social media as a whole and the idea of it. People do talk about that a lot, but there was one topic that got brought up in COVID a lot, way back in the day, way back in the day. That was like all of the conspiracies and everything of like during COVID and how one of the things that ended up being talked about was TikTok getting banned, and I think the controversy around that sparked something in my brain subconsciously that didn't blow up until right now. But um so yeah. Raymond changed his name. Anyway, I want to ask you guys and um talk about, should social media be banned slash and or restricted um to certain audiences. Obviously, social media is not going anywhere. We live in the electronic digital age. I'm literally sitting here with a phone in my lap, a switch behind my monitors, two speakers, a PlayStation, these two monitors and this in front of me in my PC. Like, we live in an electronic age. So there has to be something that connects all the electronics together, right? And that's not just the internet. And but there's something that has to connect all the electronics together, and there is. And there's something that has to connect all the people that use the electronics together, and that is social media. That is what this is. I am currently an influencer, so me talking about this right now is a little, I guess controversial. Maybe, I don't know. Um, my views on social media have always been different from my peers because a lot of the people that I've been around tend to flock towards social media a lot, and they like staying on there and doing everything that they can in social media, and like just people scroll a lot. We're gonna go with that. People scroll a lot, especially on Instagram Reels. um, but despite for the endful scrolling and everything, and the brain rot and terror that is, um, it's not just the idea. Like, I'm gonna sidetrack. We're gonna go to scrolling for a second here. Something that my friends have brought up a million times with me, or used to actually, when I used to be on my phone a lot, um, was the endless scrolling I'd do whenever I was bored. And he's like, "Well, one of my buddies, or actually Shipsu, he would come up to me and I'd be on my phone, right, and I'd be scrolling through reels, shorts, whatever, and he'd come up to me and be like, "Yeah, just infinitely scrolling away, aren't you?" And I'm like, "No." So I guess over time it got to my head, and I was like, you know what? I could do more with my life than infinitely scroll on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. And so here we are, streaming instead. Kidding. Um, but I think that there are definitely audiences on those kind of apps and those kind of services that are okay. And I think that there are definitely audiences on there that are not okay. Like, there's a lot of sexual graphic content and a lot of not not a lot of sexual content actually. More of suggestive content. Sexual stuff is more handled nowadays. Better, a lot better than it used to be. It used to be terrible when YouTube first came out. But you know, uh, there's a lot of monitoring for that. But there's still social media is always gonna have its ups and downs. We're gonna go with this. There's the good side where you have like people being able to communicate, and you have people talking to. I mean, I just said the same thing. People communicating, planning, and being able to show the world what they're doing, and to be able to be like, "Hey, I did this. That's so cool, right? Like, I'm posting this out to you guys so you can have something to watch. Like, you're sitting here watching me for entertainment, right? And that's what I'm here to do, is to give you guys something to watch and something just to entertain, you know? Um, Other people are there for other reasons, to educate, to just to also entertain, to show off a certain product or blah blah blah. Also, sponsor today's video, W Energy, possibly, maybe. Yes, I do care. Actually, I love W. Awesome. But use code Z for 10% off your next purchase. XED at W. Anyway, um, I like doing these live. By the way, I know this is my third episode, so this is like kind of stuff. And I'm kind of ping ponging a lot. I've been doing that a lot, but I'm ping ponging a lot. This is kind of stuff, but I still want to talk. I still want to be here. I want to talk about it. So, should social media be banned or restricted? I think banned is a strong word. I wrote the word down, so um, there's got to be something that I have for it. I personally do not like it. I think going out and doing everything in the real world is the best way to do it, and that is your number one surefire way to have genuine connections with people, or to have the most um, opportunities to have genuine connections with people. Because if you're online, you get catfish. You can have people say that they're a woman when they're a man. You can have, I mean, that's also catfish. But like, you know what I'm saying? You can't trust people on the internet, especially because of the fact that more than half of them, way more, like 99.99999% of them, are nowhere near you. You only are in this little area of the billions of people on this planet. You are one of the billions of people on this planet. So you can't really trust people on that. I don't know where all my people that watch my videos are from, but it doesn't matter. I'm still here, still entertaining, still just being myself. Me. So yeah, I got sidetracked. My bad. I think that social media shouldn't be banned, but I do think it should be restricted. I think that there are certain websites that should be restricted. I also do think that the idea of like how YouTube did YouTube Kids or YouTube TV Kids, whatever, Kids YouTube, whatever the heck it's called. I think it's called YouTube Kids or TV now. I think TV is actually anyway. YouTube for Kids. I think that's actually what it's called. But I think the idea of doing something like that is phenomenal. I think that if TikTok or Instagram did something, or maybe not Instagram, because that one's more of like an actual influencer platform. But I think if like there were other things, other websites, I guess, because the ones that are already made are pretty big already. I think TikTok could do it. I don't know if they have already. They might have. I don't know. But like TikTok for kids, that would be crazy. It'd just be a bunch of kid content, everything that's like maybe 12 and under. That kind of rating, like E for everyone type stuff, and just before like teens, So you have all of the stuff where the people that want to stay on wholesome content and everything like that can stay on wholesome content, but then the people that can't stay on wholesome content, or not can't, that don't want to, that want to listen to the dark humor or the dirty jokes or whatever, or see someone get crashed into at 120 miles per hour and see their body get severed in half. Whatever. But I do think that there should be a lot more monitoring on these websites, because I have seen some pretty messed up stuff, whether that be sexual content or whether that be just like graphic content in the cases of like murder or things like that, drug use, alcohol, like all of that kind of stuff, like violence, gang violence. There's so much of it on the internet, and it boggles my mind how it can escape from the news so much and from real life activities and events and stuff, and it can get so corrupted into social media that it can have so many views on it. Like, I can pull up one post from anywhere. I can pull up a single post from anywhere in the entire world, and I could probably find at least, okay, but probably not any post, but any popular post in the world, and I could find at least like 5 different views on it, or different opinions on that post in like 20 seconds. Probably. By just going to a comment section. Freedom of speech is awesome. However, there are things that should and shouldn't be shared. It even says that in the Constitution, basically. Just the rules, you know, whatever. So yeah. But, you know, I think that some should be restricted, like TikTok, and especially Instagram and Snapchat. Those two social media apps have a lot, and I mean a lot, of the graphic type content. Personally, I like some of the grosser stuff, like when people pop pimples and stuff like that. I like watching it. I think it's satisfying. Stuff like that, I'm fine with. But some people aren't fine with that. Some people want to be warned before they see that, or some people want to have an option of whether they even see that, you know? I just think that there should be a little bit more personalization inside of the way that social media uses its platforms, or at least the way that social media broadcasts all of this stuff. So do I think it should be banned? No. I don't think social media should be banned. I think there might be some streaming services or whatever, or some apps or whatever that should be banned, but I can't think of any off the top of my head at the moment. Restricted? Yes. I know there's a lot of restrictions in life to begin with, and that growing up, it sucks because there is so many restrictions. And I complain on a day-to-day, actually, about the restrictions that I have in my life, because of the fact that I am I'm living in my parents' house, and I don't have my own place to live and all that, and I'm not moved out. I'm still in school. I don't have the freedom that I would like to have from not being in school and having my own house. I would like to be able to be home whenever I want to be home, and like to be able to leave whenever I want to leave without having to say anything to someone, or to, you know, just like, I don't want to have to check in on everyone's like every 2 seconds, you know? And I want to have my own life and live the way I live. And not the way that everyone else lives, you know? So there's restrictions in life, but those restrictions are meant to be there to help you through life the best way you can see possible. In my personal opinion, I think that the 12 years of school even is very much important into a child's life, or at least waiting that long until going out into the world is important to going into life, because waiting that long to grow for yourself to grow up and to actually like learn how to do things in life is crazy. How much it helps. I'm 17. I am not an adult, still a minor, and I've lived quite a bit of life for a 17-year-old. That being said, I have also not lived at all. I've done basically nothing with my life. I've done a lot of stuff, whatever, at the same time. But anyway, we're getting sidetracked again. I like doing that. That's why these videos are a little bit longer. This is just basically me yapping. This shouldn't be a topic-based podcast. This should just be me yapping. Zed's Yapping Podcast. The tag would be, want to listen to me yap while I'm playing with random things in my hand, like my wallet? or the control to my LEDs. One of my LEDs, the one in front of me that's lighting my face with now currently green light and rainbow and cyan, purple. I could turn it up so you guys could actually see it, but it's well. Anyway, got sidetracked again. I keep getting distracted. I think I have ADHD. Don't know though. One of the main things that I actually did want to get more into was role models on social media. There are a lot of um uh people that people look up to in social media in general. And that's not just oh, I love this Instagram influencer, she's so pretty, or I love this guy, he's so freaking buff, or whatever. We have a lot. I mean, just to name some off the top, like the top of my head that I can think of, sorry, I started thinking of people that I like that aren't like super big. Sorry, one sec. Let me think of a couple of the big ones. I'm not like a super big social media guy, so I'm not like always out there looking at like all the newest things and knowing everything that's going on in the world. I'm very absent-minded to that kind of stuff. But there's people like Eddie Hall in the workout stuff, like World's Strongest Family, you know? And we got like frick, what's his name? I just can't remember his last name right now. Sam Sulek. That's what it is. Sorry, I have another friend named Sam that kept coming to my head. Like Sam Sulek in the workout industry as well, and people like female influencers, there's like Brooke Monk, Addison Rae, people like that. I just go off of like the musically people for the women because I don't know. David Goggins for men still. That's also a workout guy. I hate to say it, but Andrew Tate, I do not. Opinions are opinions, and my opinion is I do not like Andrew Tate. I will say that now. I am pro-feminism, and he is peak masculinity. Misogyny. And so, not masculine. Peak misogyny. So yeah. You know. But, are these role models, the real question I'm trying to ask, are these role models worth looking up to? Are people like David Goggins, Eddie Hall, and Sam Sulek, these influencers, worth looking up to? Should I aspire to be them? Should I want to look like them? Should I want to act like them? And should I put myself in their shoes? Should I want to put myself in their shoes? That's a question I want to ask. Because personally, it really heavily depends on the person. I'm gonna give two examples. We're gonna go with Sam Sulek, because everyone knows who Sam Sulek is. And someone that not a lot of people probably would know, but quite a few people still know, Joshua Wiseman. He is not a gym rat. So we have Eddie Hall, or not Eddie Hall, sorry, Sam Sulek, who is really freaking buff. He's attractive guy, really funny, awesome, outgoing dude, and he works out a lot. Like, and he's big, and everybody knows it. Everybody likes him. Everyone knows his name pretty much. And a ton of people aspire to be like him. Why? Because he's a nice guy. Like, he's a nice guy. He's got good looks, muscles, you know, like I already explained all that just now, but that's the reason why. Is people like the guy. He doesn't give off a bad impression, you know. He's not the kind of guy where you look at him and it's like, oh, I don't want to look at that guy. I don't want to associate myself with this guy, you know. But he's not that kind of guy. And same thing with like Joshua Wiseman. He's an attractive looking dude. He's from Texas. Love Texas. I used to live there for a little bit. It was awesome. But he makes food. He's a chef. He's on YouTube, Joshua Wiseman. He's awesome. He's my favorite chef, cook, person, influencer of all time. Because I love cooking personally, and so, you know, push comes to shove, you find your one. Some people it's Gordon Ramsay, some people it's these people, blah blah blah. Another idol, another role model to look up to. But I do think that in the social media aspect of everything, the current role models in the world are not worth looking up to. I think personally, social media has put a shroud over the world that in order to be successful, you have to be big. In order to be successful in life, you have to make a crap ton of money, and you have to have everyone on your side, and you have to do what the public wants. So social media has put that shroud over people that it seems like that's all that people think that you have to do nowadays in order to be successful, which is not true at all. I personally I have a job, I go to school, I work, yeah, blah blah blah, and I do both at the same time, and I am completely fine with it, and I love it. Hey, Flaming Dragon, welcome to the stream. But I love it, and I forgot what I was talking about. No, I completely lost my train of thought. Holy crap! What was I saying? Oh my god. This is crazy. Well, besides from what I was saying before, social media, nice. Social media has its ups and downs. Oh yeah, it's our shroud. That's what I was talking about. I do think that social media has taken the world by storm. Is that a problem? Yes and no. I think it's not a problem because people can function outside of social media well enough that they can continue their day-to-day lives and the world is still going around in circles. However, I do also believe that the world was a lot more calm and a lot less hectic in some regards. In very few, actually not in very few, but in some regards, I do think it was a lot less chaotic without social media. But I do not know that because I was not alive. So I personally have no idea. I even had a question in my creative writing class today. That our journal question was, what do you remind me of a good time you had before cell phones. Cell phones were around since I've been born. Since way before that. My dad had a cell phone. Whatever. I got my first cell phone when I was 7, and I did not use it like a ton. I used it mostly for communication and everything like that. So, yeah. So I couldn't really come up with anything, but I had a really awesome time. I do remember that. I remember being very happy before social media started intruding into my life. And that happened during COVID, is when I started getting into social media a lot more and started to be on Instagram, Snapchat, and start using the bigger known ones, because the only thing that I would use that was social media related was yours truly, YouTube. And I tried Twitch. It doesn't like me, so I haven't gone back to Twitch. So yeah, but that was when I started getting into social media and everything, and I always had the same views on social media, was that I did not like it, and that it was the bane of everyone's existence, and that the world would be better without it. That was always what I said. Exact words. I do not believe that now, more that I have gotten into social media, and I understand a little bit more about it. I do, however, think that social media, in the way that it is used, is not needed. The way that social media is used is very, very, very much not needed. The first person that decided to start twerking in front of a camera, I would like you to come to my house so I can beat you up. First person that decided that that was okay and that we could show that to underage audiences and that get that mindset on them, not okay. Personally speaking. So, I think social media is pretty cool. I think it has some pretty cool aspects to it. I do not think that it is 100% foolproof. And I do think that it should be restricted. And I think that the role models that are around are they can be worth looking up to in some regard. I look up to Joshua Wiseman in a lot of ways, in the way of being a good cook, being in a successful spot where you can create videos and you can be in a place where you can do something that you love and be confident about it. But I don't look up to him in the sense of I want to be exactly like him. I look up to him in the sense of I want to get to a place in my life where I am as happy as he is. And I'm doing what I want to do and being happy with my life and doing the things that I want. You have to go to football? Alright, see ya. Hope you enjoyed watching. Catch you in the next one. But anyway, yeah. I think that the role models are very spread thin on the good ones, versus the bad ones. So, you know, it's all perspective based, I guess, in the long run of things is really what it is. You get to sit there and you can scroll on like a YouTube recommended oh my gosh, I can't words. You can scroll on a YouTube recommended page. I still almost screwed that up. And you will find something that you don't want to see or that is outside of your usual watch, like your usual what you watch, because that's how the algorithm works. It wants to suggest content you've never watched before so it can get you to watch more of other content and get you to hyperfixate on that and this and this and that. Like right now, if I can pull up YouTube real quick on a side monitor and literally the first bar here, I can't really show you guys, but or I could, but I don't really want to have to go through the effort. The first thing here is win a trip to see Sabrina Carpenter. And it is a picture of her in kind of lingerie, like a sleep dress, laying down. So, I don't want to see that. I don't really care. Personally, not my vibe. Don't really care. Right underneath that, I have a Subnautica video. I am so into that. I love Subnautica. And right next to that, Mickey Mace. I love Mickey Mace. He's a really cool, he's a guy that's banned from, like, every casino. Pretty much. Like, everywhere. He's banned from, like, all of the Las Vegas ones. He's basically just scammed the shit out of Vegas because he knows their stuff. He's scammed the scam. I got Joshua Wiseman. Literally right here. I'm just talking about him. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I like. And there's a lot of stuff I don't like. Right? There's breaking news stuff. That's cool. And that's going to show up because it's on its own thing. You know? There's all my recommended. There's random playlists. There's suggestive content, more suggestive content, more stuff that I actually would watch, you know, like algorithms on social media are very selective. I don't know what the word is. But yeah. So, after talking about that for 30 minutes, and I feel like I'm just repeating the same things, I'll take questions. I want to keep talking. I don't want to go yet. So yeah. I also don't remember if I made these videos being 30 minutes, or if I remember them being an hour. So, I'm going to check real quick, because I want to keep it kind of consistent, at least. Okay, they're closer to like 40 minutes, 45. So, we'll stay around the 45-minute range. Who's my favorite YouTuber? My favorite YouTuber, actually, I don't actually know. I don't watch a lot of specific people. Um, I watch a lot of just like out in the open. I think my favorite is probably Cold Ones. They're a channel that does a bunch of random crap basically while being drunk off their butts and play drinking games, and I just love them. They're so funny. It's Max and Chad. They're the hosts, and they're awesome. I love them. They're really funny. They're Australian. Not for children audiences. Mature audiences advised. They swear a lot and they're drinking, so it's suggestive. Um, which is better, pacifist or genocide? For what game? Because there's a lot of games where you can do pacifist or genocide. I could do genocide in Hollow Knight. Beat the crap out of everyone. But I mean, everyone's just gonna respawn anyway. Um, Undertale. I've personally never done a pacifist route in Undertale, so I cannot personally say anything about the pacifist route. I've seen it. I think that it's a cool route, and it takes a lot longer. I personally do not enjoy the pacifist side of the routes. I do think that genocide is more fun, especially because of the fights. Also, screw you for killing Undyne on 5th try on Flaming Dragon. That was not a flex I needed to hear. Also, wait, did you beat her on genocide route or just normal? Because if you beat her genocide, screw you. If you beat her normal, good for you. Either way, good for you. Like, I'm not trying to be like, "Raw, you suck," but he's my brother, for the record. Anyone watching? But yeah. Because if you did that on genocide, I will be very disappointed in my skills as a gamer. That I took so long to be Undyne. By the way, if you guys want to watch that, it's on my channel. You can just look. You can just look in my live streams. It's on there. It's under the Undertale stuff. So genocide, but it wasn't Undying OE. What do you mean OE? There's only well, there's only 3 ways you can do it. You can do it pacifist. You can do it just fighting her normally without doing genocide. Or you can do it genocide. There's no other option. You fight all the dudes in the area before until it says and nobody came, and then you go fight the next main boss. That's how it goes. The one that's easier, so you're not doing genocide. Okay, you're just playing normal. Okay, that makes sense. Undyne is still a hard boss. I think on normal route I got her 3rd try. First try was me learning, 2nd try was me learning, and then 3rd try was just like, alright, screw this, lock in, and I did it. But no, on genocide, that stuff took me forever. Sadly, though, you're not gonna be able to fight Sans. I'll get there one day, guys. I'm trying to play on my own and just get to there. And then I'll stream it for you guys. I think I actually am there. I just haven't streamed it. But I don't remember completely. I think I might almost be there, or I am like there. So yeah. So Undertale content will be coming in the future again. More Xed Talks, obviously. My Outlast content, I am loving at the moment playing Outlast, so that is going to continue. I'm loving getting the crap scared out of me every 45 seconds. Dang, you want to fight Sans? Well, you got to do it genocide then. That's the only way. I think passive. I don't think you fight on pacifist. I can't remember. I don't think so. Because he doesn't have a reason to want to hurt you, because you didn't kill his brother and everyone else. Everyone just loves you. Except for Flowey. Flowey wants to murder you. um... I think that game is very Um, I think the game used to be overrated at a point, and then now it just fell. Like, it fell off. Like, no one knows about it anymore. Like, nobody talks about Undertale. I used to hear people talk about Undertale all the time. Maybe that was when Megalovania was, like, the biggest song on the internet, you know? Alright, see a Flaming Dragon. But I don't know if that's, like, when Megalovania was, like, the biggest song on the internet, or if it was literally just, like, Undertale, it's cool. Here's this guy. He's a skeleton with one eye. Or with a blue eye. My bad. One blue eye. There we go. Yeah. I don't know what to talk about. I'm out. I've been yapping all day to everyone I have seen. Every person I have talked to today, I've been yapping. So, it makes sense that I've run out of the ability to yap by some point, you know? Well, I do want to take a second to mention our actual our other sponsor for today's video. I'm just kidding. It's not another sponsor. I'm just a partner with them. One Audio headphones. I recently partnered up with One Audio. They are a headphone brand. They sell over-ear headphones. Just had to set them off to the side for this, you know, as you do. But no, I have a pair right here. One Audio headphones. They are backwards. So they can set like this. Pretty awesome. They move like that. These are the One Audio A70s. They're pretty awesome. They're pretty high quality and everything. These ones, I did this. This is broken. I've had these for 3 years though. So, and I go skating with them. They're really comfortable. They are a little big, but that's headphones. They are these ones specifically, One Audio A70s, are super light. They have a awesome function on them where you can actually plug in an aux cable into these headphones. You can also plug in right here, or sorry, an amp cord to this one, and you can also plug in an aux cable to here. These headphones are also Bluetooth. So on the side right here, where my finger is, there's a button. Turn it on, hold it, you know, turns it on. Those ones specifically do not have noise canceling. However, the ones that I currently am using on my day-to-day, they're in my car at the moment because that's where I put them after school. Are the One Audio A10s. They have transparency mode. They have AC mode, which is just its noise canceling. They have its normal mode, which works just as fine as well. They go as loud as you need them to without blowing off your ears. They have awesome high-res quality, and for a fraction of the cost of normal brands like Beat headphones, where you can get prices of up to like $280 for a pair of headphones. The One Audio A10s are, I believe, the second best, if not the best. When I bought them, they were the best on the market in the One Audio store, and they were $80 for the One Audio headphones. And today, you can use code Xed, Xed, all caps, as always, same as in the W shop, for $10, not 10%, $10 off your next purchase. So, a portion of those proceeds will go back to me, so I can put them into my streaming content, as I have done with my W stuff. Just so you guys know, the things that you have actually helped me buy with the W products, despite the fact that you guys have said that no one can buy it or anything. Some people have, and some people have gone through my referral codes, whatever. And I actually was able to buy the light that is lighting in front of my face right now. So, that is pretty cool. You know, the one that we like, you know, that one? Yeah. You guys helped me buy that. So that's really cool. So yeah, if you guys want to check out those headphones, you need a pair of over-ear headphones. Check out One Audio. And yeah. thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I am gonna end the stream off here, the Xed Talk today, because I am out of things to talk about. For now, uh, I will be back as soon as I can for another Xed Talk. Whenever I come up with another thing to talk about. So, until then, like, comment, share, subscribe, notifications if you want to, whatever you want to do. And as always,